Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and this is the Insta360 Flow 2 Pro. This is their latest stabilizer that utilizes DockKit, has additional features thanks to iOS 18, and it's an all-in-one AI tracking stabilizer. So let's go ahead and open it up. We'll take a look at it and see how it works. So we'll open it like this. Just pull back this little tab here. So there we go. Let's open this up and see what we've got. So it says quick grip. So we have a little package here that comes with it. Let's see what we've got in here. So it says iOS, Android, and free tilt mode. So that's pretty neat. We've got a little guide on how to use all of these sort of folded nicely. It's actually pretty high quality paper as well. Looks like we've got a carrying case for it. Always nice, microfiber as well. And then we just have our typical warranty guides, quick start guides, and more with some stickers as well that say Insta360. Inside, we have the typical mount. This is very familiar, looks similar to what we had in the previous one. So if we open it up here, this is one way to actually mount the iPhone to the device. It's magnetic. We also have a couple accessories they sent along with it. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what we've got inside. So this is the Flow 2 Pro. Again, let's open this up. Looks a little bit different than the previous one, so it has a couple different control differences here. Let me set the packaging aside and we'll take a closer look. Also inside, we get a USB-A to USB-C cable as well. Now before we continue, this video is sponsored by Insta360. They sent me the product, I get to keep it, and they don't get any input on any of my overall opinions of the device. So I thought I would just share an overview with you of what it has to offer. Now this particular update with the Flow 2 Pro actually adds some nice new features. So if I unfold it like this, it turns on automatically. We just fold it back and it shuts off. Similar to the previous one, but now we have a longer anti-slip gimbal handle and it has better optimized weight distribution. So we turn it back on like this, and then on the top here, we actually have NFC. So we can bring this close to our iPhone and get it paired. It recognizes it right away. It locates the accessory. This is the first time I'm pairing it, so we'll give it just a second to locate, and then we can pair it to the device. So the next time we go to use it, it will just work on its own. So you can see it there, Insta360 Flow 2 Pro, connect, give it just a second here. There we go. It says configuring accessory for first time use. This may take a few moments. So it's configuring right now. Again, it takes a few moments the first time you do this, and then after that, it just works. So you'll have the control stick here. We'll go over that in just a moment. Now it says done, and we're ready to go. The green light lets you know it's tracking using DockKit, and we've got a few controls here. So down here, if we double press, we can rotate to landscape. Double press again, it rotates to portrait. We can record, of course. Press the trigger on the back, it will align, and then use DockKit again to track me wherever I go. We also have the joystick, so if we turn that off with the trigger, we can move it around, move it up and down, pan and tilt, and it works really well. It keeps it steady, but let's take a closer look. The Insta360 app offers a lot of other options as well. So if we go into the app, we'll quickly connect here, and once we're connected to the actual Insta360 Flow 2 Pro, we now have a bunch of different options. So not only can we track just like we can with DockKit, but we have other options as well with multicam, 360-degree views, and much more. So let's take a closer look at that. So with the Insta360 app, it tracks incredibly fast. If I want to move quickly, back and forth, it will keep track. Using the front-facing camera, we don't have live zoom, but if we switch to the rear camera, and with the Insta360 app, you can do a 15 times zoom. So if I walk way back here, not only will it keep track of me, but it will also zoom in on me. Even if I go past this tree, it will pick back up as I walk back and forth and just keep me in frame altogether. You can also adjust the framing. So in the bottom left is Pro Framing Grid, and then I can set it up so I'm in this part of the frame. If I move it over here, it'll move me to that part of the frame and keep me in that part of the frame as I move around. So it's completely based on wherever you want it to frame someone. If you want to show someone over here, it will do that. And then you can just switch back and forth and whatever works for you. If you want to have a little bit less room at your head, go ahead and tap the top one here, and then it takes up that space at the top. Again, the same is true for the bottom. So change it to whatever works best, and then you can use the Pro Framing Grid to make it whatever you want. It also has 360-degree tracking that works really fast. So as I walk around the tripod, it will find wherever I am. Even if I go past trees, it will pick back up as it sees me on the other side of them. So it works incredibly well and very fast with Insta360's own app. There's also a free tilt mode. If you extract this to use the selfie stick, tilt it 90 degrees, and then you also can rotate this and it goes into free tilt mode. So once it's here, it's on, and now you can get different shots. When we're in free tilt mode, I can just swing down like this and look up at the sky, gives a little bit different perspective, or just bring the camera around, and it has a sort of a completely different look. If I'm just looking up at the camera, again, back down, up at the sky. So it's kind of just a different perspective if you want to use that as well. We also have the option to track multiple people at once. So if you have a couple people in the frame, it will account for that. And we have the option to use our Apple Watch or another iPhone to control the actual recording. This allows you to start and stop the video and see your overall framing. In addition to that, we have a teleprompter in the upper left. If we turn that on and you have something you want to load into that, we can use it as a teleprompter, let it go on its own, or scroll through it. So this is something that's really nice to be able to use. So if you want to use this for a full production, you can do that. So as I mentioned before, we have a teleprompter view, and it says swipe the gimbal smart wheel clockwise or counterclockwise to actually scroll up and down. So we've got all of these really great features built right into it, and it's really easy to use. Now, in addition to this, we have other accessories that come along with it. So instead of using this clamp, which is honestly a little bit difficult to use from time to time, you also have a MagSafe adapter. So if you want to connect that directly to the back of your phone, you can do that, and then just connect it to the back of the Insta360 Flow 2 Pro, and it will stabilize. We also have the option for a light. So if I disconnect this, you'll see we actually have a spot here on the side where we can put a little light that's USB-C, and then it powers on, and we can use that as a selfie light. So that's really great as well, that it's all built in. So some great features here with the Insta360 Flow 2 Pro. Additionally, we can use things with iOS 18 and DockKit, with ProRes and more, and we have things such as a 360 panorama mode and many other features you'll find in here with time lapses, time shift, slow motion, daily zoom, and much more. So be sure to check them out. I'll link them in the description below if you're interested in the Insta360 Flow 2 Pro. I think it's a nice device. It's definitely an upgrade over the previous one. It's a little more ergonomic as far as using this, and it also has a tripod built in. So it's a much more stable tripod than before as well. The legs come out like this, and then it just stands. Again, much more stable than what we had before with the previous one. Again, you have the selfie stick built in and much more. So let me know what you think of it in the comments below. Definitely worth checking out if you're looking for some stabilized footage with additional features. I think it's a really nice upgrade from the previous one. Of course, I'll link the wallpaper in the description below like I normally do. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.